Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan medal video. In this video we are going to take a look at how you can get the brand new Prime Battle LR Kid Gohan. So this is a brand new Prime Battle LR. If you need any more assistance on Prime Battle LRs, what they are, how they generally work, you can see the video in the description down below. But this is the inherited power event for the Prime Battle LR Kid Gohan. He is a strength type Prime Battle. He is the super strength type Prime Battle. So yeah, looks pretty cool. There's obviously 3 stages as per normal. The character drops from the first stage, the medals for the TUR Awakening from the second phase, and the medals for the LR Awakening from the third stage overall. You can only use characters that you have got from dropping in missions. There are plenty of teams nowadays and plenty of great free-to-play units that you can utilize. So overall, it's not too hard to make a good team nowadays, and realistically speaking, it shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world to get a really nice team going to farm this Gohan. Overall, in terms of his passive, it's pretty interesting. It's Ki +2 in attack and defense plus 58,000 when there is an ally whose name includes Goku included in the team, plus an additional attack and defense of 58,000 if there's that same ally or another ally with the name Goku attacking in the same turn. He will also get another 58,000 attack and defense when he is firing a super attack. And there's also some damage reduction as well that can occur when you fall below 58% health. So overall, a pretty interesting unit. Looks like he's going to be very good defensively. We'll take a look at what his links and all that are in the review. We're not going to get into the specifics of the unit here today. More just going to talk about the event and how best to farm him. So in terms of the event, we'll start with the first stage. Very straightforward. None of these Prime Battle stages seem to be too hard. They've given us 3 leads here. Overall, I think the best leads to use are probably the Vegeta's family lead and probably the Vegeta and Raditz Extreme AGL lead. But overall, you don't really need to even care about your lead that much. You can either use friend leads, which will compensate as well, or you can just, if you run them under a strong enough leader, you can just pretty much run the team without really caring that much about like leader skills and things like that. Pure Saiyans is traditionally a good way for people to go. A lot of people have the Int Prime Battle Vegeta who counts for this, and you know, Pure Saiyans is a pretty strong category. I personally am just going to run the Majin Buu category. I think it's a really fun category, plus it has 2 AGL units, a tech unit, and not too many physical units. So I think it's a pretty strong category overall, and the leader skill is quite high. The Prime Battle leader skill is 130%, which I think just makes the event that little bit easier, because even if I can't find a friend lead for the Majin Buu category, I should pretty much still be able to run the team, because realistically speaking, I don't need to be that concerned with the friend leader skill, because 130% is so high. It's almost like having 270%, 77% leader skills anyway. So from my perspective, I'm going to run the Majin Buu team because of that. If I can find a friend lead, it'll go even easier. If I can't, it's not really the biggest issue in the world. I'll be taking the Raditz and the Vegeta unit because they are an extreme AGL lead. And if you don't have any really good units, then you should be building an extreme AGL team out of free-to-play units as best you can. But we'll be taking on this first stage. It's not going to be too hard. In fact, the entire event is not really going to be too hard. It's not really supposed to be super difficult. It's more of a grind. So you need to get in total 14 copies of the Kid Gohan. You're going to need 1 as your base copy, 9 to get his SA to 10. Then you're going to need 4 more for his hidden potential system. Then you're going to need 15 awakening medals, which is probably the easiest grind overall. It's just literally running the stage 15 times at most. And then you have the LR medal grind. So you need 777 medals to awaken or Dokkan awaken a Prime Battle LR. So yeah, that's pretty much the grind process. The second stage, you can farm yourself the TUR Awakening medals. Again, try to find that Majin Buu Saga lead. I will be setting my Majin Buu Saga lead as the lead. But you can run a Pure Saiyans team, Majin Buu Saga team. There's a great Pepe Gals team developing now. So for the most part, there's plenty of teams you can make. You're just really probably just going to have to think about what team you want to run the most, or what team maybe you have the most free-to-play units farmed of, or where you've maybe invested your orbs. Universe 7, Reps of Universe 7 has a great lead. You've got Master Roshi for Turtle School, stuff like that. You've got Earthlings from Prime Battle Krillin, that's got a great team now. So yeah, there's like really quite a lot of units that you can kind of run. So there's not really an excuse, or I don't want to say an excuse. There's no set team like this is the best free-to-play team to farm. The best free-to-play team to farm Prime Battle LR stages is going to be the one you can get a leader skill for. Because the more leader skills you have, the higher the base leader skill you have, the faster it's going to take you to beat the event. Or alternatively, have as many AGL units as you can. That's what's going to get you to complete the event as quickly as possible. Gohan is strength type. Having AGL units will make you do lots of damage. If you have higher leader skills, those will also do more damage in turn, so overall you'll do more damage in total. It's that simple. It's not really rocket science from there. As you can see here, we managed to clear the second stage without any real incident. So pretty straightforward. Again, nice thing about all three stages, you can attack lower Gohan, you can seal Gohan, you can stun Gohan in all three stages and in all three phases. So you can bring utility if you are struggling, although you shouldn't really need to. But there's so many options, so many different builds that you can focus on to get this done. You could pretty much just take the Ginyu Force Easy Ace, and those will work perfectly fine, because you'll be missing one unit, but you could take I think one of them is a 77% Space Traveling Warriors unit. You can just literally use that, and then the rest doesn't really matter that much, because their Easy A's are so strong. That's just how crazy this whole thing is. That's what I'm saying. You can just build so many different teams. So I don't want to try and say that this team is the one you have to be using. I think the Majin Buu Saga team's a nice team to use because it's got such a high base leader skill, and I just think if people set it as their friends, then it will generally have the best farm rate, because having two 130% leads for a free-to-play led team is pretty cool, especially since you can utilize two pretty recently easy AGL units. Yamo and Spokovic here are very strong for this kind of event. You got the Hercule unit as well, who's pretty decently strong for the event. You've got Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who does decent damage for the event. And even the LR Buu and Babidi unit, they don't generally have big problems. Even here, running in the one lead against Gohan, they really don't have that many issues. So it's only really Oob, and at that stage, Oob is his own kind of entity. He's unfortunately not that useful here because we're not really fighting a Goku unit or anything like that. But yeah, for me, I don't know. I just think this is pretty straightforward and not really that big an issue. So yeah, if you just clear out these couple stages here, you should be more than good to go. And yeah, I just think it wasn't that big, or it wasn't that hard an event overall. I think there's so many different varying builds now for free-to-play teams that you just have too many options really to fail. Newer accounts will struggle because obviously they haven't had the time to really build up the repertoire of free-to-play units that most other accounts have. But if you are brand new to Dokkan, the Pepe Gals team is going to be a very, very strong team for you to utilize, just because they are currently out. They have 3 very strong easy air units that you can utilize, and yeah, they just do a lot of work. So you can utilize the Pepper Gal's team if you need to. They'll get the job done for you, and you should have a little bit of a better time overall in getting things done. But that's it for the 3rd and final stage. All pretty straightforward. Again, no real issues. You get a stone for each stage, which is nice. So that gives you 3 stones if you complete the entire event, which is pretty good. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything you need to know about how to beat the event. There's no missions or anything for it, so you don't have any other objectives to do, and you can farm a second copy to SA10 and do the medal grind again to get the LR to SA20, although I do suggest only doing this during the LR campaign. The reason being, just the LR campaign makes it a lot easier as it introduces the category and team boost. But yeah, overall, pretty straightforward prime battle. Same as every single other one, so shouldn't really be anything too surprising. But that's going to be it for me, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like on it and let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you didn't, you can always let me know in the comments what you didn't like about the video, or even if you just want to talk about something, need help with something, or anything else really, you can always let me know. But that's going to be it from me, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, as I said before, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.